Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching. In today's video I'm going to show you how I done this look, and to achieve this I actually just used Primark's makeup, and I haven't used any, if at all, Primark makeup before, so I have to say I am really impressed by the quality of the products, by how it blended in, colors, and yeah, overall I am really impressed. I'm of course gonna give you a more in-depth pro and cons to each product as you are watching this, but yeah, everything on my face is Primark, and this is a good look, if I can say. Yeah, I'm really like digging everything, especially this lip color. I am dying for it. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieved the entire look, then carry on watching. So to start everything, I'm just going to moisturize my face, and for this I'm using the Total Moisture by Benefit. And then I'm going to use Urban Decay Fix Plus just on top of that. So the reason why I've not used anything from Primark in terms of face cream is because my skin actually tends to break out a lot. So I don't want to give you an additional reason why it should do that, because it does that enough. So I'm gonna keep with the stuff that I know does not break me out. So the foundation that I picked up from Primark was my Perfect Color, and I think this is like a separate collections. They have a few of them, but this is just the one I thought might be the best full coverage, and this is in nude beige. It was £6. It says Velvet Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage. Yeah, we'll see how medium to full coverage it actually is. But I picked up some beauty blenders, since I'm actually doing like all face Primark stuff. I thought I would use a beauty blender from them as well. These are like the flat beauty blenders. I chose these because the actual beauty blenders that they do seem to be really hard, and I don't like that, and these are quite like spongy, so I'm gonna be using this one. I'm just gonna spray it with some Fix Plus. I'll see how this actually compares with my actual beauty blender, and I'm just gonna put a few drops meaning I'm gonna put a lot. See, I'm not sure if this doesn't actually pick up any product, or there's not much product in the actual bottle, because I'm really struggling to get some more foundation on my sponge. The sponge has actually turned out to be okay as well. It's not hard, but I really have to like slap it on the skin, which I'm not a big fan of really. I would prefer the beauty blender, but for like £1 then you get like 5 or something like that, £2, 5 of them, something like that. It is not bad. So it does seem like you have to put a lot of foundation on to get that full coverage effect, and this sponge doesn't help because it absorbs nearly half of the product anyway. It's actually looking like it's blending the foundation a little bit better into my skin, especially around my nose area, because you could see lines from the other sponge. It's not too bad. In terms of if you want that full coverage foundation, this is probably not for you, but it's definitely medium coverage. I would like a lot more coverage under the eye area, but I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to see how it looks at the end. The finish of the foundation is quite dewy, so if you're someone like me that would like that matte finish, then you do need to top it up with just some powder, but that's good because I picked up some powder as well. But it doesn't look bad actually. I think the colour is better than I expected it to be. £6 foundation, not bad. Hate the applicator. And this was again in nude beige. So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I picked up, I think it's actually from the same collection. Let me check. Yeah, so this one is my Perfect Color as well. It's in shade Ivory, and it was 90p, so I'm gonna see how this turns out to be. Hopefully it will not ruin the look. This is how much product you get inside, which is actually not bad. I'm just hoping it works. So I'm gonna put it right under my eye. Oh, see, it actually looks more yellow if you can see it. but when you put it on it's ivory. Quite thick consistency when you put it on. So I guess you could put some of this underneath the foundation and then put the foundation on top, and then it'll be full coverage, which is not bad. I'm gonna put some on my eyes as well, just so I can prime my eyes for the shadow later. And I'm gonna blend everything in with my beauty blender. So as I'm blending this in, I can see here especially that it's a lot more coverage. So if you put the concealer, then you'll definitely get a full coverage. I definitely think if you're like on a budget or you don't want to spend too much on a high-end foundation and concealer, then you can get away with this. But you just need to make sure you're really blending this out. And actually, if you have some Fix Plus to put on top after, I think it would kind of break out the lines or like the thickness of the foundation, so that would definitely help as well. To go with that, I actually got the Caramel, this is the shade in it, bronzer, or so I can do some contouring as well. So you definitely don't need to put a lot on, because you can see a bit too much orange on my face right now, or you don't need to put a lot if you're pairing this with ivory. So I'm actually just going to put a little bit more concealer, just here and here, so it's kind of blended in a little bit better, because I feel like the lines are a little bit too harsh. It's a little bit too yellowy. It needs to be blended in a little bit more, so it's a bit softer. I feel this is a nice like contour. It's not too much, not too heavy, but definitely gives some definition to the face. So yeah, not bad so far. But I am gonna set it, and I didn't actually find any translucent powder, so I've got one that is in shade Ivory again. This is just some loose powder. It's from the same collection, which is my perfect color. It says mineral powder, medium coverage, and oil free as well. So this was £2, by the way. I'm just gonna open it and give this a go. You actually get quite a lot in this pot, so for £2 you get a lot of product. I haven't even opened it, but it's kind of gone everywhere, so maybe that's not ideal. I'm just gonna apply that kind of all over the face, because I don't really like dewy looks, but if you do, then you can just leave it like that and kind of skip this step. So I'm just gonna take a beauty blender. This is not dirty, by the way, but I can't get the stains out of it, so yeah. I'm just gonna use some Fix Plus, of course, and then I'm just gonna kind of dip it into the powder. Definitely doesn't compare to my Laura Mercier powder. I don't think any powder can even come close to it. But I mean, for £2, for the amount of stuff that you get in it, and for what it looks like after, I think it's good. So now the only thing I would say is I would probably want to go in with like powder bronzer, because I don't feel this is enough bronzing on my face. But unfortunately I haven't picked up a bronzer, because I thought the cream would kind of just do it, since it's in a darker shade as well. But I guess that was a mistake. So if you do have a bronzer, at this stage I would say just bronze it up just a little bit more, so it gives you a like nicer contour line. But I can't do that, so yeah, I'm gonna go in with highlighter. This is, again, it just says cream highlighter from Primark. So this is what it looks like. You get a hell of a lot in here. I thought this color is actually really nice. I'm gonna show it to you. If you're going on holiday to kind of like bronze your legs, or like here or anywhere, that will look really nice. But this is what it looks like. I'm not blending it up too much so you can actually see. So dries really quickly. Would probably look nicer on your body than it will look on your face. And avoid lines like these. Try and put it before your powder. Normally with highlighter I'll powder first, and right at the end I'll put this on, but of course this is just not working out, so maybe that way is better. But I would definitely recommend this like on holiday, on your body. It will look nicer than an actual highlighter. Oh yeah, and this was, I believe it was £2. and the shade in it is Champagne. So I'm gonna carry on and I'm gonna do my brows, and for this I'm using a skinny brow pencil in color brown, which I hope is not too light. You have a brush on one side and you have like the skinny pencil on the other side. If I can actually take it up, I'll show you how much of the product you actually get in it. And this was £2. Yep, I think that's it. So this is how much product you get in it. If you're someone that actually uses pencils on a day-to-day basis, then I think this will come really easy in terms of shaping your brows. If you're someone like me that kind of uses pomade or anything else and doesn't opt for a pencil, then it's going to be a little bit tricky putting it on. And only use the tiniest bit, like only twist the tiniest bit out of the pencil, because it will just break on you if you so much as move it. Really, it's really fragile. I think the brush is not too bad, it's not the best, but I mean for the whole thing being £2, it actually is a plus that it actually comes with a brush. The whole thing is like really sleek, so you can pop it in your bag, and yeah, I think Primark's done good with this. £2, pencil, color is really great, so I would definitely recommend this. So next I'm gonna do my shadow, and for this I'm gonna use the Gold Rush palette. The reflection on it is really bad, and I'll show you the shadows. They look like this. Sorry about the reflection, that's better. So it actually has a few colors, mainly like browns and rose gold, which is really nice. I'm gonna see how pigmented this palette turns out to be, but I think I'm gonna go for like a browny kind of eye. So I'm gonna start this up with a transition color, and for this I'm gonna use this like rosy browny color. So this color is like super soft, so I'm gonna apply that all over the lid really, just so I can give it a base for the shadow that will go on later. So I'm looking at the palette now and I can see I have a lot of shimmery shades, which I don't mind, but I like matte a lot better. So if you're someone that doesn't use any shimmery shades, then don't buy this. Next, I'm gonna go in with this brown right here, which is a lot deeper. It's not patchy, it's blending in really nicely. It's like a copper brown color, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm impressed with the quality. I think this shadow is really good. Just on its own, for this shadow I would pay £4. To kind of darken this up, I'm gonna go in and use this color right here. So this color is not really coming up nicely. It's a little bit patchy, so I guess if you are looking for darker shades, it's a little bit harder to blend in. Or I can't do anything about it because it's just not blending, but you could see here how it's just a bit patchy, so I'm definitely not digging that. But I'm gonna go in with like a shimmery color. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a cut crease and apply the pigment. So I definitely struggled a little bit when it came to doing this cut crease, because the concealer dries really quickly and the consistency of it is quite thick. Normally when I do a cut crease, I like it to be quite creamy so I can work with it a bit better. But it's not too bad. Going back in with that brown shade, I'm just gonna smoke out the lines between like my cut crease and my actual shadow, just so it blends in a little bit better. For the shimmer, I'm gonna go in with this color right here because it looks quite intense, and I think it will blend in with the colors really nicely. So I'm gonna put that on and we shall see what it looks like. I quite like it. It's not bad at all. I think definitely don't use the darker shades, or if Primark has any palettes, probably opt out of like the darker range of shadows. But in terms of like the shimmery shades and the like brownie shades, they actually turn out to pick up really nicely, blend in really easily, and you can actually see it on your face. So for £4, this is actually an amazing palette, and if you like the shades and if you don't mind the shimmers in it, then I would definitely think pick it up, because you can create some nice looks with it. But saying that, I'm going to do the underneath of the eye so you can actually see what it looks like once it's completed. And for this, I'm just going to take this brush. This is again from Primark. This is their dual brushes, and I really like this like metallic look to their brushes, and the quality is really nice. This is £2 if I haven't said already, and you get like 2 brushes with it, which is really good. So I'm going to go in with that brown right there, and I'm just going to put it under the eye. Really nice colours. I like the fact that you get like a few different colours, so you can kind of change this colour all the time to create different looks. You've got like brown, yellow, this is like it's like a pinkish colour, silver, more orangey look, so you can definitely create a few different looks with it. Transition shades are really good. This colour is a no. I'm going to add lashes to this look, and for that reason I'm going to add just a little bit of eyeliner so you can't actually see them on. And this is again from Primark, and it's the liner pencil. Flexible tip for precise and easy application, water resistant, smudge proof, and long lasting apparently. So we'll see how that is. This is the tip. I believe the liner was £2 as well, which is really good. Dries out really fast. I'm not sure about smudge proof. I'm not really trying to smudge this off because I don't want to ruin the look, but it dries out really quickly and it's pigmented, and I actually like the tip of it. And for lashes today, I'm gonna use these £3 Girls with Attitude lashes, and this is what they look like. I've opted for like a more of a lighter look, more natural look, because I'm not really a fan of really heavy lashes. So this is it. My eyes are done. I'm actually loving them. I'm just gonna do my lips, and before I actually put this color on, this one, you can put a nude lip with this to kind of keep it more on like the classy side in terms of going a little bit more edgy with this. However, this was the shade Pink in Excess. I think this is what this is called. And this is the PS Pro Kiss Proof Liquid Matte Lipstick, which looks like this. I'm actually gonna line my lips before because I'm quite bad at applying darker shades without a lip liner. So this is the MAC Nice and Spicy. I'm literally just gonna do the outline of my lips. So as you can see, I've only just lined my lips with that, so it's not going to take away from the actual true colour of the lipstick. So this is the colour of that lipstick. As I said, it's a little bit more on like the edgier side. It's dried out completely matte, but it's still like a little bit creamy, like it's not too drying on the lips. I think I like this. I'm not sure if I'll probably pair it with like such a copper eye look. Of course I would have liked this look to be a little bit darker, but that shade didn't really work with me. But I think if you add just a little bit more smoke to the eye, this lipstick would be really nice. And this is something I will definitely use again. And also the applicator is really nice, and you don't get too much product out because it kind of sucks it at the end. So I think this is one of my favorites actually. I hope I told you how much it was. It was £3. I love the stuff that I tried out, with the exception of that dark shade, which absolutely didn't do anything. I'm thinking this is nice. If you're someone that's like on a budget or is looking to kind of get a few pieces and don't want to spend that much, then I would definitely recommend like the concealer, even foundation if you're not as pale. If you're digging this lip color, it is amazing. The lashes are really nice as well if you're very comfortable on the eye. I'm liking the shades as well that were in the palette, and I think that it's really affordable. For £4 you get quite a few shades. Or if you're not digging this lip color, then you can just pick up something more nude, but still do something like this. The brows are looking good. Of course I can't say anything in terms of how this would wear because I'm not really going to keep it on for a long time. Hopefully the foundation will not kind of break or will get really shiny, but in terms of like powder, you can powder throughout the day with it, and I think for how much I've spent and the look that I've created, it is really affordable and it's an excellent job.